Hello, and welcome to the Tangled Skein CA. My name is Sue, also known as Crafty Knitter 7, on Ravelry and Instagram. You can find the podcast on Instagram, the Tangled Skein CA. You can find us on Facebook, and we also have a Ravelry group. So come on over, check all those out, and of course we're on YouTube. So it's been a while. I looked at... comfortable here. I looked at the last episode and didn't realize that it was in November. So that was been a long absence, but things have been happening and life goes on and Christmas and gift knitting and parties, and it just is what it is. And so I decided I want to record every 2 weeks. I'm hoping I can stick to that schedule, whether I have knitting or not. That's a resolution. I want to be more regular with my podcasting. So I hope you had a great holiday season, a happy new year. I hope your resolutions aren't too strict for you. Speaking of resolutions, I have one for knitting, and it is to knit from my yarn stash and my pattern stash, which I'm sure, like most of you, you have a lot of patterns. And we keep buying patterns, and patterns are free, and the list just goes on. So I'm really trying this year to focus on knitting from stash using my patterns that I have, but I'm not going to exclude festivals such as Knit City, which is coming at the end of March. That I'm going to buy yarn. I know I will, so I'm not going to put that regulation against me. And the other yarn that I'm not going to stop myself from buying is from my bestie in Norway, Arctic Crafts. I'm going to be buying yarn from her. It's just a given. That's just not, I'm not going to restrict myself because, no, I love her yarn. So anyhow, I have quite a few finished objects. Quite a few of them aren't with me because they've been gifted. But as I go through, I will try and put it up here or here, a picture. I'm trying out a new software that you can do, put pictures up, so I'm hoping that I can do that. If not, I will insert a picture after I speak about them. So the first one is a 2x2 hat. Don't think I have the pattern here. So basically it's a ribbed hat, and it's by Anne Gagnon, and I made that for my daughter's boyfriend. And there's a funny story behind this. I had made him one the year before, out of wool. He accidentally had it in the wash going to his mother's. So every once in a while he visits his parents, he brings his laundry, and it got washed and dried. It was Cascade 220. You all know what happened. So he asked me for another one. I kindly agreed, but I knit it in acrylic. I knit it in Knit Picks Brava Sport, and I held that double to make for an Aran weight hat. He absolutely loves it. I will stick a picture in above so that you can see what the hat looks like. Unfortunately, he wouldn't let me take a photo to put online, so not much I can do there. The other thing I do have with me, and it's a hat that I test knit for Emma Postma, who is EmmaJoanie, and it's called the Cloud9 Toque, and this is the toque. It's so squishy. The green's not showing up very well, but there we go. That's much better. And I literally just changed the pom-pom today. So this was knit out of Cascade 220 Superwash Merino, held double on 6mm needles, which is a US 10. The hat for my daughter's boyfriend was knit on 4mm, which is a US 6. So this is a squishy, stretchy hat that I wasn't wearing because I didn't like the pom-pom. So now that I've got a cute little pom-pom on it, I'll probably wear it more often. It was a great knit, great pattern, very easy, and the stitches, it's quite lovely. I love it. You've got the knit rows down there, and then knit some purls, and that's pretty much it. So that is done. The other thing is, and I had to basically rip this off my husband's body, is I finished his Lumberjack. So Let's see if I can show this to you properly. So, this is the Lumberjack. And basically, it's a cardigan, not a cardigan, it's a sweater that he liked the shape and everything, but I steeked it. And when he first started wearing it, this part here was like rolling up the back of his neck. So I basically went through and tacked it down. So you can't really even tell the sleeves. It's really long on him. He loves it. I will insert a photo. But this was knit out of, the Lumberjack is by Marzena, Kołaczek, and it's out of Valley Yarns Superwash. I'm reading my show notes over here. Valley Yarns Superwash DK in the light gray on 3.5 millimeters and 4 millimeters, which is a US 4 and 6. So he really loves it. So that was a huge project that I had been knitting for a very long time, and he was very happy to receive it, and it happened to be around Christmas time. So that was an accomplishment in itself. I knit a gravel headband, and this is another pattern by Emma Postma. I knit it out of Loops Threads Woolike Chunky in charcoal, and it was knit on 5.5 millimeters, which is a US 9. I will insert a photo above because it was a Christmas gift for my daughter. I was also knitting something for her, which was the Veronica, and I made a really big mistake and decided to just frog it and start over. I didn't frog the whole thing. I frogged to about here. But what I had done is, so you have the body of the sweater and then you have the neck. And the neck is supposed to slowly, the collar get bigger. I was doing the increases on the wrong side. So the collar part was staying the same. The project was getting bigger and it shouldn't have. So that, it was supposed to be a surprise for her, but it's no longer a surprise because I wanted to make sure she would like it. So I will insert a photo of the Veronica. I had crocheted some coasters for 2 colleagues out of Handicrafter yarn, and those have been gifted. What else? I knit 5 hats. 4 of them are called the Halfpipe Hat. One of them is the Fits the Whole Fam. Let me just see. I have some patterns over here. So this is the Fits the Whole Fam, and this is by Cozy Up Knits. And it's basically a hat that you knit and it fits everybody. So I knit that for the mom with a huge, they all have pom-poms, so they're all matching. Oh, here's the gravel headband. I knit that for my daughter. Basically the same color. Another easy pattern if you're looking for something. I loved it. Loved it. So yeah, that's what I knit. So I guess I can show you what's on the needles now that you haven't seen any knitting yet, and we're 8 minutes in. So what I have on my needles, yes, this is my shawl. So I cast on, of course I'm not on a page that you can see a picture, because, you know, this is the Amber Shore by Inez Sang, and this was something that I saw at the Twist Festival retreat in, I think it was beginning of November. I went to the retreat and somebody was knitting that shawl in those colors, and I was just like, I need that and I need it now. And yes, you will notice it has bobbles, but I'm going to make them smaller because the person who was knitting it made them smaller and it looked very nice. So here's what I have. I have not been knitting on this a great deal, but I want to pick it up again. Now, of course, it's all tangled because you know how it is, right? So these are the colors. That gorgeous. That Progress Keeper is from Bente. It was in my swap package that we did for Christmas. So can you tell the colors? Oh my God. I'm not a blue person, but I needed this shawl. And this is the yarn, and her name is Chantal, is Helen. She's in Montreal. Gonna focus. There we go. And this is 100% extreme. Oh, extreme. It is extremely soft. Extra fine superwash merino, and it's 437 yards. And this colorway does not have a name. It's gorgeous, and it goes really well with the other two colors. Sorry, a little bit of crinkling. So this is the blue. I'm not a blue person, but I had to. And this is called Midnight. There. It's like a midnight blue, obviously, from the name. And the other one is called Canyon Ridge. This is the color that got me. This one. So you see how beautifully these all go together. So this is knit on 3.75 for the body and 4.4 millimeters for the color work, and it's a 5 and 6 US, I believe. I didn't write it down, but these are being knit on my Hayas. And here's the cake. It's just gorgeous. And I have this in a little pouch I got at Knit City. I bought some stitch marker tin, and so it's cute. So, you know, for the beginning of a project or something, works really, really well. So that is one project, which needs love. Really, really it does. The other project I'm currently knitting on, and it's in a Christmas bag that I got from Jibby Roo Sews, I think. Hang on. The name is in here. I always forget what she's called. Oh, it's Jibby Roo Sews. So she has gorgeous bags. The costs are amazing for the bags. Like, I think this was under $20 Canadian, and it's got embroidery on it. So what is in here is my Habitation throw that I decided to knit my Advent calendar that I got from Ginger Snap. So Selma from Selma Knits also knit this. You see the stripes are quite small because it's meant for, I think, 10 gram minis, but my minis from Kim were like 25 grams, and I was like, how can I not use them all? So here is my blanket, and so they'll get smaller and smaller as it goes towards the middle, and then when I go back the other way, it will, so this is supposed to be the right side. So you just basically have these little eyelet loops every 6th row, and it's quite nice. I like it. It's an easy knit, and basically you knit till as big as you want, and then you start decreasing. So this is on my Hayas, of course, and it's on 4 millimeter needles. It's very squishy. So the idea is, so the white has some orangey speckles, and then I went to orange, and then I went to a lighter color, and then I took the purple from that lighter color. So some of the yarns are not going to be from Kim, but that's okay. I have a bunch of yarns here that I chose. These 3 are from Polka Dot Creek, but the rest are from Kim except for this beauty. And sorry about that, I will insert a photo of the skein because this was dyed up specifically for me by Shella, who is the Batty Knitter. And basically she dyed up yarn for me, Selma, and Rachel. And it's these sandy colors that I like. Let's see if we can get it in front of my face. Come on, you know you wanna. Oh, come on. Really want you to see that. So that's the sandy colors here. And basically I had told her once that I would like a sand-based, a skein of yarn that the base was sand with greens and grays. And I think she nailed it. She also made one for Selma, and it was based on a picture of her father's house because he had built it. He was an architect, and she basically reproduced that color theme. Almost brought Selma to tears. If you've watched her, you'll see it. I think she shows it on the podcast. So this is easy. I picked this up anytime, anywhere. I have a couple colors chosen out for the next colors. I think I was going for, so this is the current color, little specks of black and stuff in it. Then I was going to go for, I think it was these two and then these two. But I have tons of 20-gram minis in stash, so I'll play with the colors to get the look that I want, basically. And so this is like, it's staying in this. I'm not changing it. I don't care if it's a Christmas bag. It's just staying there. All right, I need a little drink. This is my newest Cozy Up Knits mug. I have one that's the same, but it's got white inside, and they made them with the black, and I wanted that. So, if you don't watch them, you should. Cozy Up Knits, 4 sisters from Grand Prairie, Alberta. Amazing, amazing designers, amazing women in general. I absolutely love them. So this one is the Mystery Knit Along from the Cozy Up Knits. So I will put on the screen what time you need to come back if you do not want to see a spoiler. I was partially spoiled on Instagram, excuse me, and sorry. And as Jamie said, it's the chances you take. So I have to be really careful when I'm scrolling Instagram because I don't want to be spoiled. I literally do not want to see anything about this. Like, I really want it to be a mystery. Most of the time I'll go and look and see if I like the shape, but no, this time I'm going whole hog Emmacoll. So I'm going to show you the yarns. This cake, it's not really coming out as bright. Oh, it's a much brighter green than that. It's a much brighter green, but it's got specks of blue in it. I'll show that. Shows better. It's really a brighter green. And funny thing, this thing I have on it is perfect, but it's literally a mesh bag that goes into our pool filter. And I saw this laying on the table and I went, because I want a bottom. Most of them don't have a bottom. So hubby's going to go grab a few more out of the shed for me. It works perfect. The other yarn, do I remember what this is? Did I write it down? I don't remember what this particular yarn is. But it's beautiful. They really go well together. Yeah, I don't remember. So here I'm going to show the shawl. Please look away. I will post what time you need to look back. Spoiler alert, spoiler alert. So, of course, you know, great knitter that I am, podcaster, I'm in the middle of a row. But this is what it looks like. The Progress Keeper there was in my swap package from Bente, who is Arctic Crafts by Bente on Etsy. And this is being knit on a 4mm, which is a US 6. I tend to knit everything on that size needle, but it's so squishy. That's a fisherman's rib. And then you've got the different, sorry about this, the different texture of the green. So I'm almost done clue 1. You can look now. 1944. I don't have a pen to write that down, but I'll figure it out. So it's called Up the Creek, Emmacoll. and they're doing it along with Creek Garden Crafts, I believe, because there is an event coming soon. So this is what the main page looks like. No spoilers here. It's just the main page telling you what's going on. So we'll put all this away. And this one is in a bag that when Selma was making bags, she made, and I had to have because my husband is a entomologist who studied bees, honeybees in particular, and I had to have this. The inside is just this little pattern, but that's that. And so those are my whips. Now what I'm going to do next is the prizes for the gift along that I had going. I was doing it in tandem with Bente, and so I'm going to move stuff out of the way because I got prizes. There they are. So I drew 5 names. 2 of them will get patterns, 3 of them will get prizes. These are prizes that I had, I've had these for a while, and I finally decided, okay, it's time. We need to get these going. So the first number that I drew on Random Number Generator was number 34, and this is all from the FO thread, and number 34 is TriLinda. TriLinda made an ornament, and so your prize is this little bag, Super Mario bag, that Kim from Ginger Snaps sent me eons ago. And then this is a Alice in Wonderland Progress Keeper. So TriLinda, please contact me via Ravelry or Instagram, CraftyKnitter7, and let me know that you saw the podcast and you would like your prize, and I will get your address and mail that out to you. So that's prize number 1. Prize number 2 is a sock set. And this is just, it's crazy, is all I can say. It was post number 3, who is Bente from Arctic Crafts. Arctic Craft 65 on Ravelry, but we tend to pick each other when it comes to draws and stuff. You'll see later. And so she knits socks, and she's getting this stunning sock set. There's sparkle. I don't know if you can see. You might be able to see some of the sparkle. So it is Shimmer, is the colorway, Deluxe Sock Set Sugar Fingering, 518 yards. It's an 84/16 Merino Stellina. So the mini doesn't have Stellina in it. And then there's this it's like a snowflake Progress Keeper. Anyways, you get the gist. So Bente, I have your stuff. I have your info, obviously. It will go into the box that I have that's going to go to you very shortly. Because of course I have a box on the go for her, right? That's number 2. Number 3 is number 42 was the post number, and it's Donna 55, and she knit the cutest fur hats. They're just so cute. And she is going to win something that I got a while ago from Yarn Matrix, and it's called Mr. Toad's Lily Pad, and it's 75/25 BFL nylon fingering. This is the skein. She had sent 2, and I had to choose one for myself. One was oranges and one was greens. And, oops, I decided to go with the green, with the oranges for myself. There we go. And there is also a little sheep Progress Keeper from Ginger Snap. So those are those 3 prizes. The other 2, like I said, were patterns, and they will be patterns that you can choose for up to $7 US. So the 4th person I drew was a number 5, which is Shaw Knits. She knit a hat, very cute colorwork hat. So you can choose a pattern. Sorry, my screen just went blank. You can choose a pattern up to $7, as well as number 17, who is Imecoll, who I've met several times at Rhinebeck. She knit a cowl, a really long cowl, and I can't for the life of me think of what those are called. Anyway, you also can pick a pattern of up to $7 US. So please contact me on Ravelry or Instagram, CraftyKnitter7, to claim your prizes. And I'm just moving my show notes as, you know, professional as I am. Sorry, so sorry. The other thing is I had a giveaway for real yarns, for real life yarns. One of them was claimed, but the second one has yet to be claimed. So please go watch the previous episode to see if you are the winner of this gorgeous skein of yarn. Beautiful green. That's better. And it is pistachio, fingering weight is 75, 25 superwash merino and nylon. And yes, so please contact me. I'll give it 2 weeks. It's been long enough already, but I will give it 2 weeks. And if I don't get contacted by the winner, I'm not going to say it here. I want you to watch the podcast when I do prizes. But if I don't get contacted by the winner before my next podcast in 2 weeks, I will draw a new person. Because why wait? All right. Now it's stash time. This is serious business. And because the holidays have gone by, I've got quite a bit of stash. If you don't want to stay for this, don't bother. It'll all be in the show notes if you're interested in seeing, or you can come back later and watch this part. So if you're leaving, thank you for watching. Until next time, if you're staying, here comes the stash train. Where to start? I'm going to start by the patterns that I bought, because it was before the new year and I bought patterns. So this one is part of something else. Let me put that there. So I bought the Grande Double Wrapped by Cozy Up Knits. I got Round and Round Cowl by Kay Litton, who is Crazy Sock Lady. And if you remember, she did some socks not long ago that had the same pattern. Heel Toe Do-Si-Do, I think they were called. And then she did another pattern, which are mitts, and it's Swing Your Partner, Swing Your Partner. So it's kind of all related to the song. I bought a pattern recently that I'm going to be knitting for hubby. This is going to be his next sweater, Sean's Gambier. And this is, I saw this on Cozy Up Knits. Jamie was knitting it. I think it was for herself, but there's a women's and a men's version, and this is the man's version. So that'll be fun. I bought a hat. Sorry, did I say who the pattern's by? That's Cozy Up Knits. Yes, I said who that was. This is by Lindsay Inouye, Standard Knits. Then I got a hat pattern. It's called Akai by Claire Devine. Love the stitch on that. I got two patterns. So there's a cowl and a hat. This is the Rothsay hat, and it's by Jen Pierce. I really love the stitch on that. What does it knit with? I didn't even look. Does it say the yarn? Bulky weight. Sorry. I bought the Kakano hat by Aroha Knits, who is Frances Denoy. Is it Frances? Françoise Denoy. She has some really, really great patterns. And then there's Attitude is Everything, and the color printout is really not good. My printer is running out of ink, but Bente showed me this, and I knew I had to have it. So those are all of my patterns, except for this one. I did participate in the Secret Santa sock swap that the Mercerie put on, and my partner, too many things, sent me the cutest little package and a pattern. So she sent me, I chose not to get sock weight. This is DK and it's called Sequoia from Camp Fiber Yarns, and there's fluff all over it. And like, can you tell? She like nailed it on the color. So that was the yarn. Her name was Julianne Knitter. She's a designer of twin stitch designs, and she told me I could choose a sock pattern. I chose the Monroe socks because I'm a Marilyn Monroe fan, and the description was Monroe was inspired by the diamonds on the pattern. You could say diamonds are a sock's best friend, which if you know anything about Marilyn Monroe, diamonds are a girl's best friend. So that. She sent me some sleigh ride tea, because David's tea, love it. And this cute little book. It says You're L'Amazing. Isn't that cute? Little notebook. I love stationery, so spot on that. So thank you for that. I also participated in the fiber share, and my partner, oh my good Lord, she spoiled the bejesus out of me. That's all I can say. So first of all, this is a bag by, it says Something Special Inside. It's a bag by, I think it's Never Not Knitting. So it's beautiful. What is inside? And there's fluff and stuff everywhere. Oh, that's from the bag. Okay. So Garthenor Organic number 3 organic Hebridean wool. So this is like a rustic brown. This is what the label looks like. If I can get it to focus, this would be great. Oh, I love cameras. Not. So, I've never heard of this before, but this is a DK, not 2, not 3, not 4, 5. Blown away just by that. And this is 100 meters, but it doesn't say how many yards are in here. Sorry, 100 meters. A little bit more yards than that. So these 5, I need to figure out what to do with, because they're great on their own. Now the other yarn she got me. Oh my. Can you say, holy crap, that's beautiful? Len and Lotus Fiber Co. So here's the label. I'm going to turn this light down a bit. It's bright. And this is, so it's a small batch dyed yarn rooted in New England. And it's Aran Tweed, 183 yards for 100 grams, and it's called You're the Reason. And she bought me 2. How many? Yeah, 183 yards. So it's really soft. I don't know what I want to make with it, but I've been wanting to knit with tweed. Okay, that's that part. She also, and I put this in here because it's soap, put it in the envelope. It's called Rise and Shine Oatmeal Mint, Molly Muriel. Handmade in Milwaukee. If you could smell this. I don't like mint as in for food, but she asked if I didn't mind the smell of mint, and I don't mind the smell of mint, so that's going to be awesome. She also sent a bag. Look at the pom-pom. all I smell is mint, which is okay. It's just got a black interior. But in that there was, so she was from Portland, so I asked for stuff that was local to her. I'm not sure if this is local to her, but these are a needle runs through it, stitch markers. Yeah, so there's a tree, there's flowers. Yeah, they're really cute. She got me this sticker, which I absolutely love. And Stay Cozy Hedgehog notepad with a reindeer pen. Isn't that cute? And then she got me 2 chocolate bars. Was it 2 or 1? I think it was 2 because one of them was dark chocolate. I can't remember. If there was dark chocolate, I gave it to my husband because that's his favorite. So, can you see why I don't need to buy yarn? Really? I'm not done with my stash yet either. Just saying. So this is something that my daughter bought me for Christmas. Basically, when I opened it, I'm just going to show you the box it came in. So, little box with a bow. And when I opened it, I basically started crying, and she said, well, you're crying, so I nailed it. So, it's a notebook. But, it's a notebook with a saying on it. So it reads, to my mom, for all the times that I forgot to thank you, for all the special things you do for all. The words that sometimes go unspoken, I need to say, I love you, Mom, I do. I love you for the way you stop and listen and for the support throughout the years, for teaching me the meaning of compassion and sharing in my triumphs and my tears. Love you, daughter. It's, you can put like cards in here. There's a zipper pouch at the back, but it's basically some notebooks together. So the first notebook has lines. This one is more of like a beige color, and the last one has lines. And I'm pretty sure that I can replace the notepads. I hope I can, because I would like to use this. But I haven't put anything in it yet, because I can't figure out what to use it for. I'm not sure. So, it's gorgeous. She knows I love notebooks, and this is just... What do you say? Okay. So, if you've been looking at this behind me, this is one of my gifts that was in my box from Bente. She said she was knitting this, and it decided it needed to come and live with me. I think this is one of the Cozy Up patterns, Cozy Up knits. It's super soft. It was knit from a gradient yarn. Yeah, I haven't started wearing it yet because I wanted to show you guys, but oh my, that was stunning in itself. She got me a print. It says Vidar and Lisvold. It's a print of, she said it's 10 minutes from her house. Because, you know, if I had that 10 minutes from my house, I love it. That hasn't been put up yet because, of course, I want to show you guys. She sent me some chocolate, and she also sent me hand knit socks. Because a knitter, getting hand knit socks from another knitter is amazing. She sent me a pair last year, and this is another pair. And I have these on my Burning Impressions soft blockers that I had made. I picked them up 2 years ago at Knit City. So they're house socks. They're loose, a little bit loose, which is awesome. But socks from your friend, shawl, what's a girl to do? Okay. Yeah. So in a bag here, I have yarn that I either purchased or was gifted before Christmas. So I went to the kind of warehouse sale that one of our yarn stores has. It's called Wool Time. And I bought 3 of these. And I literally walked away from the yarn. I was on the other side of the store and went back and had to get it. It's Filatura de Crosa, 50% super fine alpaca, 30% super kid mohair, 20 acrylic. It's 142 yards, and I bought 3 of them. So there's 3 of them in here. I want to make the new cowl by Kristen of Vine. It'll be perfect for that. My husband held on to this yarn that he got me when he went to see his friend in Texas. I believe it was November? Was it October? No, it was October. His friend came here in November. It was October. And he went to a store called Gauge and bought me these beauties. These are called Yarn Trekker, and they were hand-dyed by the lady who works there. It's Walkabout Tweed, and it's 85 Superwash BFL 15 nylon, and this one is called Guacamole Happy Hour, and this one has a long name. It's called Dawn at the Springs South Entrance. Don't know what that means. They're both 435 yards. Yeah. Can't believe he held on to these for so long. Amazing. Then Bente had she did a prize drawing for something in her Ravelry group or on her YouTube channel. I can't remember, but she picked my name. That's why I was saying earlier when I said her name that I thought it was hilarious. But I got myself this. This is what I chose. This is called Silver Lining, 85 Merino Strong Fine, which is 85 Merino, 15 nylon for 400 meters. And if you go on her Instagram page, you will see this knit up. It's gorgeous. So that was a gift. Well, a prize. But what I did buy was Pac-Man yarn. Yep, I said Pac-Man. The blue is supposed to be the screen. The colors are all of the little characters. And then this is super bright green. You cannot tell on the screen. Like this is like highlighter green. So it's Poledale sock, which is 80-20 Poledale wool and nylon. I think it says 400 meters. No, it's more than that because of the small mini. But yeah, go see Arctic Crafts on Etsy. Crafting Under the Northern Lights. I think that's it. That's it for stash. That was a lot of stuff. Oh, and I forgot to show, these are the stitch markers that were in my package from her. You think they're going to focus? Probably not. No. It's about as good as it's going to get. There are 5, and they're green, and they're me. So, as I look around, yeah, that's it. I missed you guys. I hope you're all doing well. I hope to record in 2 weeks, which will be really great if I can do that. I've set up, my setup is a little simpler than it used to be. Normally there was like 3 or 4 lights and an umbrella light and all, it was just too much. So today I'm using the light from the window, and I have one of those round lights that you can use that my daughter loaned me. So I hope everything came out clear and you could see the colors. The colors, sometimes when you're recording, they don't quite show, but when you post it, they show better. I don't quite understand that. But yeah, so that's it for today. I want to thank you all for watching. Thank you all for sticking with me and coming back. Thank you to all the new subscribers I've had recently. And may the skein never be tangled and the needles always nearby. Thank you guys, and I will see you soon. Bye.